Angie Dickinson is a Hollywood star if ever there was one. And she has plenty of stories to tell, as Rocca found out when he paid her a visit for our Sunday profile.
If you were a critic doing a review of your life so far, what would you say?
Oh my God. That's one lucky bitch.
Well, it's not exactly luck that's had Angie Dickinson turning heads. During a film and TV career that's doubled.
Tiger, if we'd have met before, you'd have remembered it. Right, fellas?
As a half-century-long masterclass in the art of seduction. Did you enjoy being a sex symbol?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much. I wouldn't want to be known as only a sex symbol.
Right.
I wanted to be known as an actress,
Sure.
as equally or even more so. Like Marilyn Monroe, she was known as the greatest, and rightly so, sex symbol of all time. Boy, try to do Shakespeare after that.
Angie was always more down-to-earth, rough and tumble than Marilyn.
Forget it.
You forget it!
Willing to go mano a mano with a tough guy like Lee Marvin.
Do you consider yourself more of a broad, a dame, or a gal?
Oh, all of the above.
She was born Angie Brown in September 1931. Yes, she's 87. In Cullum, North Dakota. Population, around 740.
I grew up going to movies. My daddy was the projectionist, so we got in for free. And I loved movies. It burned down, and we cried for a week.
Oh, you cried for a week.
Oh, it was... I decided to give up movies for Lent since the movie theater burned down.
That was your penance.
You're bringing back so many memories that I don't think about normally.
After the family moved to California, Dickinson found work as a secretary and competed in beauty pageants, which led to a spot on the Colgate Comedy Hour.
And Jimmy Durante was singing with Frank Sinatra. That was it. I said, this is for me.
She appeared in a bunch of TV westerns. Then in 1959 starred in Rio Bravo, opposite her childhood hero, John Wayne.
Say what?
That you loved me.
I said I'd arrest you.
It means the same thing. You know that. You just won't say it.
My parents were Democrats, and I was a Democrat. And John Wayne was a Republican.
Did you have some trepidation before you met him then?
I had trepidation about getting too close to him and ending up discussing politics.
Right.
And I was afraid I'd get to like him, and that would be a problem. Well, they did a play.
Stuntmen taught Dickinson to play poker decades ago.
Well, the play was The Gin Game.
Shut up and deal.
Okay, sorry.
And she's still playing.
I played for 35 years with the Gershwins.
In 1960, she co-starred with the Rat Pack in Ocean's 11. She ended up dating Frank Sinatra.
We got very close to getting married in 1964.
But Sinatra's late-night lifestyle wasn't for her.
And he said, you know, I'm not going to marry an actress. And I said, well, I don't blame you. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And I actually didn't want to marry him. So I didn't want him to ask me to marry him because I didn't want to say no to Frank Sinatra.
There have long been rumors that Dickinson and President John F. Kennedy had an affair. Rumors she's consistently denied.
There was no reason or no grounds for thinking that I was seeing him, and I wasn't.
All right, well then, can I just ask you straight, did he ever put the moves on you?
No.
I said, I like it here.
But in 1964, a future president, Ronald Reagan, did slap Dickinson across the face in the movie The Killers, which also starred John Cassavetes.
You're east, west, south, and my north.
Your chemistry with him in that movie.
Yeah, we liked each other, I must say.
Do you mean that you liked each other just working with each other, or that there was more?
No, we liked each other as man and woman and as actors, not romance.
It's something in between, right?
Yeah.
It's not falling into bed with each other, but it's more than just, I like working with you.
No, it's much closer than that. Yeah, really, really like each other. Like if things were different, we'd go out.
That's chemistry.
Yeah, it happens on movie sets. You know, attractive people.
In 1965, Dickinson married one of the country's most successful songwriters.
What made you fall for Burt Bacharach?
Well, that's very hard to summarize. He was so different.
They separated in 1976.
Was there a very happy period?
Not too much. Not too much. He should never have been married.
In his autobiography, Bacharach fessed up to his infidelity.
He never loved me. I can tell you that right now, the way one loves. He loved in his own way, which is not too good. And so he had no respect for me.
Did you love him?
Yeah, I liked him a lot, yeah.
All the stars that never were are parking cars and pumping gas. Bum, bum, bum.
Police, don't move!
In 1974, Dickinson became Sergeant Pepper.
Drop the gun.
Sergeant Pepper Anderson on Policewoman.
David Gerber was the producer, and he said, don't you want to be a household name? I realized I wanted to be a household name.
Is it true that there was a surge in applications from women to join the police force?
Yes, there was a surge, and a lot of fan letters with that. I became a cop because of you.
Dickinson became almost as well known for her appearances on The Tonight Show. Her chemistry with Johnny Carson was undeniable.
I'm fine. I love movies. I love dinner parties. I love you.
Well, you mean that
Isn't he a sweetheart?
in a platonic relationship, you mean?
Oh, all right.
I mean, not a deep
Did you and Johnny ever date?
Mm-hmm. We did date.
Who broke it off?
Things happen.
Angie Dickinson has always been frank in her opinions on sexual matters, including the topic that has roiled Hollywood for the past 2 years.
Hey, can I ask, what do you think of the Me Too movement?
I hate it. It's all out of proportion. Like my hand. I say an open robe is not a rape. So, listen, I'm sure men misbehaved, but I wasn't there. Should we go one more?
Sure, yeah.
Dickinson lives alone now in Beverly Hills. Her daughter Nikki, from her marriage to Burt Bacharach, died in 2007.
What are your best memories of Nikki, your daughter?
She was very smart and funny and wonderful. Yeah. So all the memories of her are my best memories.
Born 3 months premature, Nikki suffered chronic health problems, including severe eyesight loss and Asperger's syndrome.
If she hit me, she would hit me out of frustration of not being able to cope with whatever it was her problem. She had no coping skills, so she just took her life. She couldn't take it anymore.
Nikki was 40 years old.
She was a wonderful, wonderful gift.
What do you think about when you look out here?
That I hope I never die.
Really?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And someday I won't have this, but I won't know it.